So probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now what a 1st down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Quincy Enunwa, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a 1st quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
The score, Lions 7, Colts 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
No gain on the
He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead with their footwork and speed. It was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And the Colts 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with a script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, Breeze. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Breeze now on first down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one goes well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Mahomes firing complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33.
It's a gain of 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological?
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jonathan Hankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run with Michelle. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Michelle, the ball carrier. Dre Greenlaw on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 13.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken on the 25. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And a Colt.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes to throw once more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Lions 14. Colts nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the 36, Breeze. The kick here, it's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A good pickup there, 20 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Lions 21. Colts nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Airing one out for Boyd. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. It's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
And again, it's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the 1st half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The intended receiver there, Allen, but it'll be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Breeze. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. So tough to stop Gronk. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Emmanuel Sanders. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And that's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
13 yards. And a Colts first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And now here's another interception. Nevin Lawson with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Sanders has it over the middle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his
and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. On the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the toss to Bell running right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Indianapolis.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before... This one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Suck up for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Lions 28, Colts nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Bell. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The ball carrier.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
A First down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On Bell. He was brought down by
2nd and 6. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again with Bell. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Well, being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a play fake. Breeze. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On the ground, this is Michel. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
At their own 25-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
The tackle made by Derek.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 31, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man, Boyd. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Brandon Carter. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
What a game it's been for this offense and 41-year-old Drew Brees. Hey, if they get points here, they can finally surpass his age on the scoreboard. Sorry, Drew. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Colts' 25-yard line.
Brees is looking to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. And now it's 3rd down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Brees. He's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, Michelle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
And it's Michelle once again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
42. Colts, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Detroit, it's a win that was long overdue as they move to 1-6 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. We just step on, spin, move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. We just step on, spin, move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pad, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who